Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I want to thank everyone for coming along and watching. I want to apologize ahead of time if this video cuts out or there are any issues. For some reason, I keep getting notices that, there might be technical issues with my filming. I don't know what's going on with my camera or my computer or whatever is having the problem, but I do apologize. And I am doing this for the second time because the first one it kept doing that. So I do apologize if it cuts out or there's anything that you miss because it's cutting out while I'm talking. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Any information that I share in here that requires ingredients or anything, I will be sure to put those in the description box for you so that you have them. And whenever I mention other channels or anything like that, that will always be in the description box as well. So please make sure that you are looking there for information if you need anything. So let's get started. I have 3 activities to share with you today because I got a little behind on filming. And it doesn't take a lot of time just to show you guys some of the things that I've been doing. So I'm just going to put all 3 in one. So the first thing we have in front of us is some wallpaper. And I have a bunch of wallpaper that I have purchased at various times from live sales on YouTube. And also I find them at the thrift stores. So if you don't have any wallpaper on hand and you want to try this project, check your thrift stores because oftentimes you'll find it there. However, all we did with the wallpaper was make collages, and you can use any kind of paper for that. You can, there's a lot of people on Etsy that sell digitals, and you can get those and make collage. You can make collage with construction paper or cardstock or scrapbook paper or newspaper, comic strips. I mean, there's anything that you can tear into squares that has some sort of pattern or design on it. Book pages, illustrations from books, anything like that that you can collage with, you can use. And these are just some that I had cut up. And what I did is I cut them up into little squares and put them in this baggie. So here's just some of the different sizes. I did all different sizes. These are the ones I'm kind of left with now because I've been collaging myself, because I use collage pages. This is a book that I got at one of the schools that I had subbed at. At the end of the year, teachers will put out things that they don't want anymore or don't use anymore, and it's for free. So excuse me, I'm stuttering on my words. I have collected several different things that I use in making journals from the year-end giveaway that they put out there. So this is just some collaging that I did while I was waiting for my daughter at an appointment yesterday. I took it in the car. I just sat in the car and did this. But this is what I do with it. And then I cover these pages, or the back side of the pages, with like coffee dye paper or something. And then I use them to make tags and journal cards and things like that for the journals that I make. Here are some that I did while working with the residents. And here was where I was showing them. One lady had asked me what I use them for, and I was, trying to explain to her how I make journals, and we make tags and pockets and journal cards and different things. And so I just kind of cut it into a tag shape to show her, what a tag might look like. And then, I would put paper on the back to write on, and then this would slip into a pocket in the journal. But the idea of doing this with the residents wasn't necessarily for what you would do with it. It was the process of making it. But they do come out quite pretty, I think. Like I've got some bigger ones here, like something like this. I mean, I think that would be pretty hanging up on the wall or their door, to display. They come out quite nice. But the thing of it is that it's a lot of different textures. Some are smooth like this one, and some are rough. So you got your different textures, your different pictures, and it's just really relaxing to just glue stuff down for a lot of people. I mean, it might not be for everybody. This is one that one of the residents had, whoops, that went out of focus. This is one that one of the residents had started and didn't finish. And sometimes, you know, I have to do the glue for them, and like I'll put the glue on the square and then hand it to them and they can put it down on the paper. So it's just whatever they're able to do. You know, some people like it and some people don't. It's, you know, these activities, it's hit and miss. You know, some people like them and some people don't. Some people don't want anything to do with it. And it depends on the day too, because, you know, I might have a lot of participation one day and then another day I might have hardly any at all. It depends on the time. It depends on how everybody's feeling. So you just have to think about that when you're coming up with activities that, you know, maybe it won't work one day, but don't give up. It might work another day. So this was a project I did for St. Patrick's Day. And some of my residents, I have visual impairment, so I printed it with the black line around so it would be easier to see. And I just took different shades of tissue paper in green, cut it in strips and then in little squares, and we just scrunched them up and glued them on. Like I would put the glue on all around, and then they would take them and put them on the glue. So there's a technique where you can, you know, you take a pencil. I'm using a marker because that was handy. And like you take it, let's see if there's one loose. Okay, here's one that's loose. So you would have your little square like this, and you'd wrap it around your pencil like that. And then you would put it on the glue like that. And then it kind of sticks up like that. Kind of sticks up like that. But that was just too fiddly for me and for what I was doing. And it was, you know, it also works on, you know, dexterity and stuff, scrunching stuff up and, you know, putting it on. So, you know, it's just however you want to do it. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. It does have a different look when you do it like that. It sticks up a little bit more, but I thought they looked good the way they did them, and they had fun making them. The more severe building, not so much. Nobody really wanted to do that. One of the ladies liked the look of it and the feel, and so I made one for her. But, you know, nobody else really wanted to do it that day, and that's fine. You know, we've had a little bit of flu going through, and, you know, some people aren't feeling good, so they didn't really want to do anything, which is fine. So that was another activity that we did. And then a different day, we made Play-Doh. And what I did was, and you can choose to do this or not do this, but I put essential oil in here. I did one batch with lavender and one batch with tangerine. And this is completely non-toxic. There is nothing in here that, you know, if it was to get in the mouth, that would hurt anybody. It's flour, salt, the essential oil, vitamin E oil, and you can use coconut oil if you want. It calls for vegetable oil, but I didn't have any, so I substituted the vitamin E. I figured that would be good for the skin. Food coloring, water, and I think that's it. Sorry if you heard that. That was my dog making a little noise. He's over there sleeping. But I will post the ingredients in the description box, and you kind of have, like, you can follow the ingredients, but I had to add a little more oil and a little more water because it was a little bit dry. So feel of it, I mean, texture you want the Play-Doh to be. So, but what was nice is that I had them help there. Like I had them, you know, but really enjoyed and with them and have them like make some cupcakes or muffins or something like that. They won't go in the kitchen where the oven is. They won't do that part. the mixing up of it and like the frosting of cupcakes and stuff. They'll do all that part, but that'll be an upcoming activity. I'll share how that goes when I actually do it. But anyway, we made the Play-Doh. I took some cookie cutters, some hearts, and a teddy bear, and a cat, and strawberry. The strawberry was a favorite, and they really enjoyed it. They played with it. They, you know, in a video that I watched, that I don't know if it was an occupational therapist or a physical therapist, but they were saying a ball, which, I mean, this will work too, and just have them roll it. That was something good to do, to have them take each finger and do it like that. So that's like an added, benefit. I wasn't sure how it would go over because, you tend to think of Play-Doh as a kid thing, but they did really enjoy it for quite a while, going through the whole process of making it and then playing with it as well. A lot of participation with that as well. So anyway, that's 3 activities. I hope they're helpful. And I wanted to mention too that, I mean, I've been showing you guys like arts and crafts kind of activities, but I mean, we do want to try to keep the residents as physical as possible as well. So like one day, it was kind of quiet around there. A lot of people were resting, sitting out, working word searches, and I told her, I said, I'm really bored. Do you want to, play a game with me? And she's like, well, what game? So I went and got the toss across out of the drawer and set it down on the floor, and I asked her if she wanted to play toss across with me, and I explained to her how it worked, and she played 3 games with me. So there are active games. We have like a beach ball and some noodles, and you can bat that around, or you can just toss the beach ball. So there are activities that we do that are active as well. It's just I'm just sharing the ones like this that involve materials and making things and stuff like that. But you definitely want to try to get your loved ones moving if they're able to, and even if they're in a chair. Like when we played toss across, this lady has one of those walkers that has a seat on it. She sat on the walker and played it sitting down, and I retrieved the bean bags and all of that, but she did still play the toss across. So there's ways to modify. And if you have any questions about that too, you can also leave that in the comment section as well. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope this is helpful. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.